welcome to the IHN show, episode number 51, and as always, I'm here with Andy.
And do we have some news for IndyCar?
We have news for IndyCar, a little bit of NASCAR, and a little bit of hockey. We got quite the show going on here, so we're going to hop right into it. So if you have been following the show for long enough, you know, the past 50 episodes, or at least one of them.
Yep.
Past episode, God knows, 15, I would say. You know that we start out the show with...
Who had that track?
What track am I? Every time.
Same thing.
No, well, because if you say who had that track, I mean, you're saying who owns the track. I would say SMI, ISC, Dover Enterprises, Holman and Company.
Or some other guy.
Whoever owns Pocono.
Yeah.
I can't remember who owns Pocono. I'll look that up right now because it's going to bother me the rest of the show.
Exactly.
All right.
Might as well.
Yeah. Who owns Pocono? It helps if you spell it right. Because those are the only tracks in NASCAR. Mataoli.
Something like that?
I don't know.
I don't know either. But
Founder and owner of Pocono Raceway. Not only left a legacy in motorsports, but is also in philanthropy.
The Tricky Triangle.
Yeah, the Tricky Triangle.
Alright, so, and that's what he had for who had that track.
No, it's not. Shut up. Don't make me come over there now.
Exactly.
What happened to my trivia question?
I don't know, but I don't have my Santa hat either, so you're in luck.
Well, I don't know where my trivia question went. Oh, there it is.
Oh, here's the Santa hat. Never mind.
Oh.
Scratch that.
Did you find the other one?
No, that's gone too, because somebody threw it.
That sucks.
It was probably me.
Yeah, probably. Alright. So, okay. I am a 0.5 mile asphalt oval.
Half-mile oval. If you did Bristol, I'll be shocked. Next.
Oh, doesn't even want to throw out a guess already.
Nope.
It is considered the world's fastest half mile.
Oh, Bristol.
That is incorrect.
You've got to be...
Oh, I set you a trap.
Oh,
and I did it on purpose. See, if you would have just waited one more clue, you could have dropped Bristol. It seats 4,000 spectators.
4,000 spectators? 4,000 spectators? Is it Martinsville?
Come over here.
There's no way it's Martinsville.
Get over here. Okay, get right in front of the camera. All right. Now, look at me.
Okay.
Look at me.
Okay.
That's what you get for saying Martinsville. It is not Martinsville.
Huh. Takes the book.
For all these times that you have... Well, you can't take the book anymore. You've already used 2 guesses. Oh.
Exactly.
It is approximately 90 miles northeast of Indianapolis. 4,000 people, Martinsville. Give me a break. It was originally built in 1914 and opened in 1916 with the name Funk's Speedway.
Northeast of Indianapolis?
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
Not Raceway, just Indianapolis, the city. NASCAR held a race in 1950, and Lloyd Moore won the race. The track has 37-degree banking, which is steeper than any track, and it is actually one of the steepest in motorsports and the highest banked active racetrack in the U.S. Some of the most famous racers in the world have raced at said speedway, including Jeff Gordon, Tony Stewart, Ryan Newman, and Sarah Fisher. You have 45 seconds left. It used to be a stop on the ARCA Tour. The track has hosted numerous USAC Midget Sprint and USAC Silver Crown events that were televised on ESPN since the 1980s. 2 of its races are held in memory of fallen drivers who have won at the racetrack. The Rich Vogler Classic and the Kenny Irwin Memorial. Yay, Rich. Go, Rich. Yeah. 15 seconds left.
I have no idea.
Oh, ain't that just a bitch?
It is.
Got 5 seconds. Out of time. All right, the correct answer is Winchester Speedway.
Never heard of that.
Winchester Speedway in Winchester, Indiana.
Never heard of that.
You need to get out more.
No, I'm
Probably
good.
one of the most famous short tracks not on the NASCAR circuit, in my opinion.
Never heard of it.
It has an annual event of the Winchester 400, and it has this says it's been going on for 36 years, but there's been 36 races of the quote unquote Winchester 400. Bob Seneker.
I've heard of him.
He has 7 wins at the track.
Hot dang. Just a few.
Just for the Winchester 400.
Just a few.
Mike Cope has 3. Mike Eddy has 2. Mark Martin
Nice.
has 2. Gary St. Amant has 2. Butch Miller, Rusty Wallace, Ted Musgraves, Glenn Allen Jr., Tim Steele, Scott Walters, and Hank Parker Jr. all have at least 1. So, Martinsville 4,000. Oh my God. Jeez.
Hey, that's why my favorite sport is hockey and not NASCAR.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Still, at least you know something of it. Good Lord.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, since now that we've gotten at least, I hope some of the stupidity out of here.
That gun short of the way.
Yeah. 4,000. You know how big 4,000 people is?
A metric ship ton.
No, not really. Okay. If you think 4,000 is a lot, do you know how much Daytona holds? Daytona International Speedway holds.
Like 10,000?
Hell no. 101,500.
Oh, you mean spectators or fans?
That's the same thing.
Then that. Oh, I thought you meant spectators is the guys that are the spotters for the cars. Is what I thought you meant by spectators.
No.
Oh, geez.
No, spectators. Okay.
Fans, you should have said.
Spectators and fans are the same thing.
Yeah, I know, that's the thing.
It's synonymous.
Great.
It's cinnamon, all right?
Exactly.
Spotters, okay, when you go to a NASCAR event, there I can tell you right now, if it's at like Daytona, if it's not at a road course, besides the Charlotte Roval, because it's all within, a mile and a half.
Great.
So, they have exactly no more than 40 race car driver spotters at a racetrack. No more than 40.
Wow.
For a NASCAR event. No more, because there's a max of 40 cars for the Cup Series, and I think it's down to 38 for the Xfinity, and it's 32 for trucks. So, okay. We are going to go into IndyCar. Oh, wait, I already went through. Did I hit? Oh, my God. I don't think. No, okay, never mind. All right. Okay, so if you were watching this and not necessarily listening to it, you may have noticed it doesn't say the Verizon IndyCar Series as the intro anymore. It is now the NTT Verizon IndyCar Series. If you don't know what NTT is, it is a Japanese tech company.
Foreign crap.
It is a Japanese technology giant. Well, thanks for telling me worthless nothing there. Piece of junk.
Exactly.
God. Is it under this one? Hey, now we actually have an article.
Nice.
NTT, they deal with...
Stuff.
Yeah. It is a Nippon, not Nippy, alright?
Mm-hmm.
Clark Griswold. Telegraph and Telephone Corporation, commonly known as NTT. It is a Japanese telecommunications company. Okay, so instead of Verizon, it's just NTT.
Yeah.
So, it's just a Japanese version of Verizon. Headquartered in Tokyo, Japan. It is ranked 65th in the Fortune Global 500. NTT is the 4th largest telecommunications company in the world in terms of revenue. The company is incorporated pursuant to the NTT law. So, and I believe, if I read the article right, they had an office in Houston, Texas, where they did their negotiations, because they're not going to go halfway across the world to do negotiations. Unless you're NASCAR, because that's something stupid that they would do.
Mm-hmm.
So, that is a new sponsor for IndyCar. They have I mean, if you've watched it before, NTT has sponsored Scott Dixon for multiple years.
Nice.
I'd say at least 2. In fact, if you watch was it the 101st or the 100th running?
For what happened?
The Indy 500. It had to have been the 100th running of the Indy 500.
Where that one rookie won, right?
Yeah, Alexander Rossi. I think it was.
Nice.
I think it was the 100th running of the Indianapolis 500. It was either 100th or 101st. Let me look that up, because I am going to make a reference to it.
Here in a second.
Yes, of Scott Dixon. So, and some of you, 2017, so that would have been the 100th and first running, because this year is the 103rd. So that would have been the 101st running.
Yeah.
So, okay. So if you watch the 101st running of the Indianapolis 500, I just closed my tab, so I just want to make sure that I'm getting this right. If I'm not mistaken, if I'm not mistaken, but it looks like it. Scott Dixon, when he wrecked, he had NTT is actually one of his sponsors. I think it was just like it was called. I know what it's called. I know what he had last year. His I would say his primary sponsor for last year was NTT Data, which is like a subsidiary of NTT Corp. It's like it's like if you have your cups, you have NASCAR, and then you have your different branches under that name. Mm-hmm. So he had that on the car for many races last year. He also had PNC Bank for multiple races. But in 2017, when he wrecked, I believe, and I'm like 99.9% sure, he had NTT Data as a sponsor for that race. So, and they've been a sponsor for them. They have. Well, wait a minute. It just does it not tell me, bastards. So, it is also going to be the official technology partner of IndyCar, the NTT IndyCar Series, Indianapolis Motor Speedway, because Holman and Company owns IndyCar, which owns Indianapolis Motor Speedway, and the Indianapolis 500, obviously, and NASCAR's Brickyard 400, whatever screwy name they give it this year, because they give it the dumbest name ever. I swear, they go out like, all right, we need a stupid name. We're gonna choose the Brickyard because what the hell, and we'll give it some dumb name. Mm-hmm. So that has way too many words, and it can't roll off the tongue worth a dang.
It is the complete opposite of something really good, and which is really good is my favorite, and probably your favorite is the Bojangles 400, right?
No, the Bojangles Southern 500. That is my favorite one to date.
That is my favorite too. That's nice.
That is my favorite one. Of course, you can't say it like normal. You have to say it, the Bojangles Southern 500. Oh, you can. It's just, I love that. That's my favorite one.
And it's also really nice that the Charlotte Checkers play at Bojangles Coliseum.
Bojangles Coliseum
to make it even more nice.
Yeah. So, Rev Group is going to be a title sponsor for the IndyCar race at Road America. So it'll be Rev Group. Where'd it go? The Rev Group Grand Prix at Road America. Last year, it was the Kohler Grand Prix at Road America, if I'm not mistaken. Rev is a parent company of 30 specialty vehicle brands, including bus, fire truck, ambulance, recreation, and specialty markets. So, I would assume they're kind of like, again, they're like the parent. You think Rev is the parent. Rev is to NTT as, NTT Data is to like whatever brand that they own for fire trucks or like school buses or city buses or whatever. So, and they just had, IndyCar did, kind of jumping around here, IndyCar had a test for drivers at Sebring International Raceway, or Speedway, excuse me, in Florida, which is I believe it's the only other endurance race in America. They do the 12 hours of Sebring because they have the Rolex 24 at Daytona, and they did a test there, and it was I think it says the person who did it the most was the person who was out there the most did approximately 120 laps, and James Hinchcliffe, who is to who is comparable to Chase Elliott, and the most popular driver. Tops 11-car IndyCar test at Sebring. And for Bommarito Automotive Group announced that they are going to continue its sponsorship of the IndyCar race at Gateway through 2021. So, the first race, I'm going to start doing this more often. The first race for IndyCar, the season opener, is on Sunday, March 10th at St. Petersburg Street Road Course, whatever you want to call it. It's really at the airport. On NBCSN at, I believe it's 1 o'clock. Yes, 1 p.m. Eastern Time.
On the Little Boy Network.
Yeah, the Little Boy Network. He ain't got the big brass, never mind.
Yeah.
So, okay. Fun fact, you can go first.
All right, my fun fact for today's episode, in the entire history of the NHL, there's always something about that I have to say. Only 10 goalies in the NHL have scored goals before.
10?
Just the number. Yeah, 10. Okay. I thought it was less.
I thought it was less than that, yeah.
But apparently it's 10.
I can at least rattle off 3. Hextall, Broder, and Osgood. Oh, Mike Smith. He scored one against Detroit.
Yeah.
With like 0.1 seconds left.
Yeah.
I remember that. I remember watching that. Who are the other 6?
It does not say.
Oh, for crying out loud!
I know, right? What a piece of junk website this is. But the next fun fact for next episode is great.
You should have looked it up what the 10 goalies were.
Oh, jeez.
All right, you do that, and I'll do my fun fact.
All right.
Okay, so I got this from thinking about the Anaheim Ducks, and while they're very much a bunch of freaking quackers
right
they
now.
can't do anything right, losing 12 games in a row. Thank you, Detroit, for actually doing something right.
Exactly. Spoiler alert.
Yeah. It gave me the idea, what is the longest losing streak in the NHL?
Oh, jeez.
Well, here's some food for thought. The longest winning streak in the NHL is by the other team in Pennsylvania at 17 games.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Ironically, the longest losing streak in the NHL is also 17 games. By the Washington Capitals in 1974-75. Oh, excuse me.
Nice. Yep, I would have guessed their inaugural season, yeah.
That sounds about right. And
the Ducks are dang near there, about to break it.
Yeah, they just have to go another 6 games to break it.
Yeah.
And also the 1992-93 San Jose Sharks.
Wow.
Went 17 games in a row with the L. Home games is the other team, Pennsylvania, at 14 in a row in the 2003-04 season. Away games is a staggering 38 games.
Holy shit.
By the 1992-93 Ottawa Senators. I don't even think they played 82 games back then.
And that's a paddle.
In 92-93. So, on 92-93. Did you find out who the... Okay, you do that and I'll look this up.
As an extra fun fact, not only have there been 10 different goalies in the NHL to score a goal, only 2 of those goalies have 2 goals scored. So then that means 12 times in the NHL in history, goalies have scored goals. But that was back in 2012 that this was written. So I don't know if it's 13 now, so I'm not sure. But the first ever guy to do it, it was not Ron Hextall. It was Billy Smith for the Islanders. Then Ron Hextall, second and third. Billy Smith in 79. Hextall in 87 and 89. Then Chris Osgood in 96 and 96.
Yeah, he almost took off Nick Lidstrom's face when he did that.
I know. Then Broder in 97 and 2000. Then Damian Rhodes in 99. Go ahead.
How can it be 97, 2000?
Martin Broder, he scored 1 goal in 97 and 1 goal in 2000.
Oh, you're saying years. I thought you were saying seasons. I'm like, how can he have a goal in the season 97, 2000?
No. That would be a padlock.
I'll say that. If that says that website's stupid too.
Exactly, yeah. Then Damian Rhodes in 99. Never heard of him. How about, I've never heard of this guy, Jose Theodore.
Who?
Exactly. In 2001. And then Evgeny Nabokov in 2002. Mika Noranen in 2004. Never heard of him. For Toronto or the Sabres, I don't know. Then Chris Mason in 2006. Then Cam Ward in 2011, and then that's it. They forgot about the Mike Smith goal.
Oh, well,
for the Desert Dogs, so that'd be at least 13 by now.
Yeah. I don't think it's happened. It happened in the AHL not too long ago, but it hasn't happened in the NHL for a while. So, I have it for this year, or for the 1992-93 season, which the winner of the Stanley Cup that year was...
And what was the year again?
92-93.
Hold on. 93, that was the Canadians.
Free dinger.
Nice, I like.
Who won it the year later?
In 94?
In 94.
In 94 would be the New York Rangers.
Nice. I'm not going to give you one for that because everybody knows that.
Exactly.
So, nobody cares about that being the Canadians' last cup because, they have enough of them, so.
Yeah.
That year, the Ottawa Senators were last in the league. No, actually, no.
Second to last.
Nope, they were tied for last.
Wow.
The San Jose Sharks were 11-71-2 that year.
That is a paddling.
For 24 points.
That is a paddling.
Their goals against average was 414.
Holy.
Or not goals against average. Goals against for that season. Their goals for was 218. So they let in almost 200 more goals than they scored.
Wow.
You guys are a circus.
Exactly.
And then the Ottawa politicians
Sabres
can't do anything right?
Yeah.
They did 84 games this year because they had to do 2 games in non-NHL cities. So I don't know. You can see how long that lasted. Still at 82.
Yeah.
The Senators were 10-70-4 for 24 points.
That's a paddling.
They scored 202 goals for themselves and let in 395.
Jeepers Jenny.
The winner of the President's Trophy that year was the other team in Pennsylvania at 119 points.
Just a few.
Yes. The Montreal Canadiens, who won the Cup, were 48-30-6 for 102 points. So
that'll teach them.
Yeah. Yeah, when Montreal did it, they beat Quebec in 6 games. They beat Buffalo in 4 games. They beat the Isles in 5, and they beat the LA Kings in 5.
Hot dang.
So, yeah, 3 games 2 through 4 went into overtime.
Wow.
With the Montreal winning once in LA. I'm sorry, no. Yeah, Montreal winning all 3 times in overtime. So, all right, enough dicking around here.
We will now move on into hooky.
Okay, so for hockey, I think, goodness gracious, because this is going to be brought up later, we got to go back to Monday, January 14th, and on Monday, January 14th, get back there, son of a... Okay, the Avalanche finally ended their losing streak. God knows how many games it was.
Yep.
As they beat the Maple Laughs 6-3, while the Avalanche were laughing at the Maple Laughs, to be honest.
Exactly.
This game had no goaltending whatsoever, as the New Jersey Devils beat the Chicago Deadhawks 8-5. What did you guys play with? 6 guys on each team? What the hell?
Yeah.
Also with no goaltending, the Philadelphia Flyers beat the Minnesota Pepsi Wild 7-4. The St. Louis Blues beat the Washington Capitals 4-1. The Canadiens beat the Boston Beaches 3-2 in overtime.
In the greatest battle in NHL history. I saw the highlights. That was a dang good game. Probably renowned as the best rivalry for the original 6 teams. Overtime winner goes to Jeff Petrie.
Yep. And the Edmonton Oil Burners were not oil burning this time.
They were burning the Buffalo Stifle.
As the Stifle really stifled this one away, as they got freaking paddled 7-2.
That is a paddling.
Now remember that score 7-2 for this day, January 15th on a Tuesday.
All right. The St. Louis Blues lost to the Isles, the Fishermen, in overtime 2-1.
Courtesy of Valtteri Filppula.
Who?
Yeah, right? You know that guy who played for the Red Wings?
Yeah.
What team?
Back in the day.
Actually, no, that team was good today. Or yesterday.
Yeah, they were, yeah. The Carolina Hurricanes lost to the New York Blue Shirts 6-2. The Jackets beat the Devils 4-1. Sucks.
It's great.
Les Canadiens de Montreal beat the Florida Panthers 5-1. The Detroit Redwings somehow beat the Anaheim Quackers 3-1. Oh, jeez, I see why now. Because the Smashville Predators really smashed the Washington Capitals 7-2. That's nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Victor Arvidsson, who is on yours truly fantasy team, got a good old Hattie.
Sucks.
It's
well,
great.
At least TJ Sochi scored one.
Oh, shut up.
That's fine. The Minnesota Wild beat the LA Kings 3-2 in a shootout. The Winnipeg Jets beat the Vegas Golden Knights 4-1. I saw the highlights of that game. That was a ship show. Oh my gosh, this game sucked.
This is great.
The Tampa Bay Lightning and his very own Andrei Vasilevsky shut out by very own Dallas Lone Star State Stars. As the Stars, I saw the highlights of this game, they were able to get offense going and had a ship ton of power play time. But, oh my gosh, Andrei Vasilevsky delivered a shockingly good performance, pun intended, as he records the shutout. I saw the highlights of that game this afternoon. I was in flames.
Mm-hmm. Good thing Calgary wasn't playing.
Exactly.
Well, this game's pretty good, though. This bottom one.
I missed one?
Yeah, you missed one.
Oh, hello.
The best
one.
I
like that game. Yeah.
The best one on the list.
This is the best one on the list. As the San Jose Sharks in SAP NotSap Center hosted the other team in Pennsylvania and beat them 5-2.
Woo!
Thomas Hurdle gets a hat trick. That's nice.
That's nice.
It is.
Okay, so now we'll jump to Saturday, January 19th. And the Anaheim Ducks try... Oh, you get a free dinger for this one. I'll see if you can figure out why.
Okay.
The Anaheim Ducks play the New Jersey Devils at 1 p.m. in the Prudential Center. The Los Angeles Booger Flings play the Colorado Avalanche at 3 p.m. in Pepsi Center. The Ottawa Senators play the St. Louis Blues at 7 p.m. in St. Louis. The Winnipeg Jets play the Dallas Stars at 7 p.m. in Texas.
Oh, crap.
What?
We're going to lose that game.
That's all right.
Yeah, freaking here they come.
Oh, great. The New York Rangers play the Boston Bruins at 7 p.m. The Philly Flyers play the Habs at 7 p.m. The San Jose Sharks play the Tampa Bay Lightning at 7 p.m. Also, the Florida Panthers play the Nashville Predators at 8 p.m. Big difference. Mm-hmm. The Blue Jackets play the Wild at 9 p.m. The battle of the expansion teams of the early 21st century.
I'd replace Minnesota with Smashville on that one.
Yeah, they're both the same.
Exactly.
Well, yeah, I think all three came in when...
Yeah, all three came in 2001, right?
They either all came in the same year or within 2.
I think they all came at the same time.
You want to look that up, please? The other team, Pennsylvania, plays the Golden Knights at 10 p.m. And the Calgary Flames try to burn down the Oilers at 10 p.m. That's a free game, which means that's a free...
dinger.
Oh, you're up to 3. Going on a tear. All right, did you figure out why I gave you that second dinger for free?
The second dinger for free?
Yeah.
Between the Devils and the Ducks?
Yep.
I heard a paddling sound, not a dinger.
I did a dinger.
A free dinger. Between the Ducks and the Devils. A free dinger. Dang.
Oh, I'll just tell you. Okay, the Ducks are 19, 19, and 9.
Oh, nice.
That's why I gave it to you.
Oh, nice.
Because it's 666 upside down.
It is.
Did you figure that one out yet? Still looking it up? All right, go down to Sunday, January 20th. On Sunday, January 20th, the Washington Capitals play the Chicago Blackhawks at 10:30 p.m. Day game. The Anaheim Ducks play the New York Islanders at 3 p.m. The Red Wings play the Canucks at 4 p.m. in Canada. The Yotes play the Maple Leafs at 7 p.m. And the Hurricanes play the Oilers. And that's a free game, which is a free dinger. And the Oilers have 2 free games, 2 games in a row, 2 days in a row. Well, you must really tell they suck.
Yeah.
So, still working on that one?
Got it.
All right, you got it? All right,
yeah. The smash, you were right. I was wrong. Because Minnesota and Columbus, came into the league in 2000, and Smashville came into the league in 1998.
Oh, look at me, all big, bad, and tough.
Yeah.
So I was half right, because I said within 2 years. Really should have said within 3 years.
Oh, yeah.
So, unless your interpretation of within 2 years is different than my interpretation.
I don't know, but you got a free dinger for that.
Hey, that's pretty good. Well, just give it to me then.
Nice.
All right. Monday, January 21st. Go.
January 21st. Okay. Let's see. We got. Oh, geez. We have the Battle of Smashville and Colorado, and that was the number one team in the first wild card. I think it was. Yeah, it's got to be the first wild card of the playoffs last year.
Number 4 team. In the Central Division, number 14. So yes, it would be one of the 2 wild cards.
Yeah, one of the 2 wild cards. I can't remember because it was too long ago. At 3 p.m. Eastern, it's in Pepsi Center. Next, we got the St. Louis Blues and the L.A. Boogerflings at Staples Center at 4 p.m. Eastern. The Minnesota Wild and the Vegas Golden Knights at 6 p.m. Eastern. That is a free game. That means that is a free dinger. It's a free game because you're going to see the Nightlights go wild on the Wild.
You're really stretching it on that.
I think you're going to give me a big old check mark for that. Lastly, we have the San Jose Sharks at BB&T Center, I believe, to play the Florida Panthers at 7 p.m. Eastern.
I gave you a list. Tells you all the arena names on there.
Yeah, I know.
All right. But you're right. BB&T Center.
Okay, good.
All right. Since I was short, January 22nd, that's a free dinger.
For Tuesday?
Yep. January 22nd. Go.
22nd. Next, we have the San Jose Sharks in Washington to play the Capitals at 7 p.m. Eastern. Next, we have the Desert Howlers in Ottawa to play the Politicians at Canadian Tire Center at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. And we got the Fishermen and the Deadhawks at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. That is a free game, which means that's another free dinger.
Man, tearing it up today.
Right now.
You are up to 7 right now.
Next, we have the Carolina Hurricanes.
You usually go like really good, then you kind of like plateau.
I know, right? Next, we have the Carolina Hurricanes and the Calgary Sizzlers at 9 p.m. Eastern in Scotiabank Saddledome. I believe I'm right on that one too. Next, we have the Redwings. Yeah, they're really gonna get demoed against the Edmonton Oilers at Rogers Place at 9 p.m. Eastern, and that's last.
Free dinger for Edmonton.
22 wins.
Oh, that's great. Too bad I don't have 22 losses. I would have gave you another free dinger.
Come on, Red Wings. We got to win that game, boys.
Well, no, they still have to lose.
Yeah, I know. That means
so they have to lose their next game and then get OTLs for the rest of them.
Exactly.
So, Wednesday, January 23rd.
Goat head.
All right, head. All right, Ed.
All right.
The Washington Capitals play the Maple Leafs at 7:30 p.m. at, what is it? I can never remember what they changed their name to. I think it's Rogers.
The Maple Laughs?
Scotiabank Arena, that's right.
I knew that.
Because I've always remembered it as Air Canada
Air
Center.
Canada Center, yeah.
ACC.
Exactly, that's what I remember.
The Coyotes play the Canadians at 7:30 p.m. The Wild play the Avalanche at 9:30 p.m. That's a free game, which is another free dinger. Nice. Man, they're going all out this week.
They is. That's good.
Yeah, up to 9. In fact, you get another free dinger because of the Yotes.
22 losses.
Man, up to 10. 17 to make it a tie.
Oh boy, here we go, boys.
The Predators play the Golden Knights at 10 p.m. Ooh, they actually have almost identical records.
Hot dang.
That could be a good game.
Vegas has one more end of regulation loss than the Smashville Predators do.
The Blues play the Ducks at 10 p.m. and the Hurricanes play the Canucks at 10:30 p.m. Another free dinger for the Hurricanes.
Because they have 22 wins.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah, I love this part of the season where everybody hits the 22 mark.
Yeah, he's on a tear right now.
Is.
All right, now we got to go back to Saturday.
Go to Thursday. Oh, there's no games for Thursday. No.
Oh, sweet, get a day off. Because my voice is getting a little... All right, back to Saturday because we forgot to do predictions. All right, Ducks Devils.
Wednesday?
Saturday.
Oh, hello.
Ducks Devils.
I have the New Jersey Sinners.
I have the Devils. Kings, Avalanche.
I have the Avalanche.
I have that as well. Senators or Blues?
Bruise.
Jets or Stars?
Oh, jeez. Do
I
I
got
have
the
to tell
Jets.
you this one?
I got the Jets.
Do I have to tell you my pick on this one?
No.
Exactly.
Rangers or Bruins?
Blue shirts. Henrik Lundqvist records the shutout, 23-0.
Rangers it is. Flyers or Canadians?
Oh, jeez.
I have that Canadians.
Yeah.
Sharks or Lightning?
Oh gosh, Lightning, but it's gonna be a close game.
Yeah, Lightning.
If there's a goal margin difference by 2 goals or more, I'm gonna be shocked.
Pun 2 goals or more, yeah, right.
Yeah, pun intended.
Panthers or Preds? Preds.
Yep.
Blue Jackets or Wild? Battle of the 21st century.
Jackets.
Other team are Golden Knights.
Who do you think?
Flames or Oilers? Flames.
Flames. They're gonna burn them down. And I have the Golden Knight Lights. And Marc-Andre Fleury gets a shutout against his old team. That'll teach him. If that don't, I don't know what will.
The January 20th on a Sunday. Capitals or Blackhawks? Capitals.
Capitals.
Ducks, Islanders.
Fishermen.
Islanders. Red Wings, Canucks. Red Wings.
I'm gonna pick the Killer Whales.
Well then. Coyotes or Maple Leafs.
Maple Laughs.
Hurricanes or the Oilers.
Oil Burners.
Yeah, I'll take that too. Monday, January 21st. Predators or Avalanche.
Preds.
Blues, Kings.
Brews.
Wild, Golden Knights.
Golden Knight Lights.
Sharks, Panthers.
Shark Tanks.
Sharks it is. All right, Tuesday, January 22nd. Sharks again or the Capitals.
Shark Tanks again, back to back.
Yotes or Senators.
Howlers.
The Islanders or the Blackhawks.
Fishermen.
Islanders it is. Hurricanes or Flames.
Sizzlers.
Flames it is. Red Wings or Oilers.
Oilers.
Red Wings.
Wednesday,
January 23rd. Capitals or Maple Leafs.
Capitals with the upset.
I'm going to take the Maple Leafs. Coyotes or Canadians.
Canadians. Max Domi gets a hat trick against his old team.
Yeah, right.
That'll teach him.
That's a joke.
I know.
Wilder.
That's a joke.
Wilder Avalanche.
I have Minnesota.
Predators or Golden Knights.
Is both an option? Yeah.
Right.
Is a tie an option?
See, they know this is going to be a good game because they put it on the big network. Well, big in NHL terms.
NBCSN. Yeah. The Little Boy Network. They should have put it on NBC.
Very few games are actually on NBC. Like, I think the Winter Classic is some playoff games. And they're usually only Stanley Cup Finals. Okay, Blues, Ducks.
I'm going to go with the Brews. Hey, they're at a record. Their win percentage is .500 right now.
Yeah,
nice.
Right on the money. Hurricanes or Canucks.
I have the Killer Whales.
The Canucks it is. All right.
Preds or Golden Knight Lights.
I said that already.
Yeah, I know. We never picked.
Oh, they both get a W in my opinion.
Okay, I'm going to go with the Preds in a shootout.
Uh-huh.
Will you buy that?
No.
All right.
Because I already gave him a W.
Oh, nice.
All right, so now we'll go just recap on fantasy, just for grins and giggles before we go back to your scores.
Fantasy. Skipping news today, are we?
Fantasy becomes before news.
Oh, it does?
Yes.
What the heck?
At least on my little program I printed out, it does.
That's weird.
It goes hockey, re-signings if there is any scores, fantasy news, hockey-related other hockey-related games, and then on this day.
Oh, great.
You want to argue with the paper? It's laminated, which means it's forever.
No, I don't want to argue with the politicians, no.
Yeah, because you'll get nothing done.
Yeah.
All right, okay, so me, not my bot, me, is beating his bot. 118.8 to 64.1, and you are having a fist fight with my bot, but my bot is so far prevailing by 0.2 points as it is 85.5 to 85.3.
Sucks.
And it helps that, well, they only gave Victor Iverson 29.4 points, but then again, he still has to collect more over the rest of the week, so.
Yeah, so he's going off right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll trade you Philip Forsberg for Victor Iverson.
I don't think so.
Don't think so.
Unless he starts doing good, then give me a call.
All
well,
right.
It helps that Vasilevskiy got a shutout. He's got 31 fantasy points.
Oh,
all right.
sucks.
That's pretty good. And then Howard gave me 15.8. Nice. He had, Vasilevskiy made 35 saves in the game against Dallas.
Yeah, he went ham.
Yeah, no
Stood
kidding.
on his head.
No kidding.
All freaking night.
Yeah. Well, I would have more points, but Jack Eichel's losing me 1.3 points. Johnny T is losing me 8. William Carlson is losing me 3, and Willie Nee is losing me 2.2. You guys are a circus. Pissing me off. Okay. If you want to recap your fantasy or no.
Recap my fantasy?
Yeah, that's what I said. Did I stutter?
No, but I ain't got squat to say. I don't know how many points my guys are getting me right now.
If you go to matchups, it tells you.
Go to matchups, it tells me?
Yes.
Alright, let's see what I got here. Who's giving me the most? It is Gabe Landeskog.
With -2.
No. Gabe Landeskog at 18.3. Jeff Skinner at 2.3.
Yikes.
I have John Carlson at -0.1. I know, right? That's a shocker. And I have...
They don't even do hundreds. They only do tenths when they do scoring.
But he's...
Well, they know they do hundreds.
Yeah, -0.1, yeah. And then you're going to laugh at this. I have Pill the Thrill Kessel at -5.1.
That's attaboy Pill.
Here, you want him?
No, I'm good. Because I don't want fried bird. So.
Exactly.
Alright, so you do your scores now, Skipper.
The Toledo Walleye and the Grand Rapids Griffins, over the course from episode 50 to this episode, did not have any games, but for the Griffins, on Wednesday, they're in Chicago at 8 p.m. Eastern. On Friday, they're in Rockford at 8 p.m. Eastern. And on Saturday, they host the Milwaukee Admirals at Van Andel at 7 p.m. Eastern. That's going to be good. Next weekend is going to be good. Save that for later. The Toledo Walleye did not have any games. This Saturday, they're in Kalamazoo to play the Kalamazoo Wings at Wings Event Center at 7:30 p.m. Eastern. Sunday, they host the Fort Wayne Comets at 5:15 p.m. Eastern. You don't hear that time very often, but that's at Huntington Center. And then lastly, we have the All-Star Game on Monday the 21st. At 7 p.m., it's at home. I don't get how the All-Star thing works in the ECHL. Either it's the ECHL's best players go up against the Toledo Walleye or something like that. I have no idea how it works, but that's what's going on. So other than that, that's pretty much freaking it. But let me check my ECHL standings here that I just now thought of. I saw one move, I think. Am I right or am I wrong? I am right. There was one move, yeah. Unless I said this last episode, the Newfoundland Growlers went up to 3rd and the Toledo Walleye went down to 4th. Didn't I say that last episode?
I think you did.
I think so, so never mind, scratch that.
Scratch that one.
Alright, we'll now go into news.
The Sharks GM is looking for a piece that fits before the trade deadline.
What will he do?
I don't know. I'm not him. So, if he's anything like Ken Holland, there ain't going to be much to expect.
Yeah.
So, Dusen content to let contract talks with Senators play out. I really believe... Who did they get Dusen from? Colorado, right?
Yeah.
And who did,
Matt Duchene?
Yeah, who did Colorado get in return?
Who did Colorado get in return?
Oh my god,
They got a draft pick and they sent Kyle Turris to Smashville.
Yeah, and it was a 3-way trade. I remember that now.
Yeah,
yeah, because
nice.
I think he went to Colorado and then he went to Ottawa, or he went to Nashville and then he went to Ottawa. It was pretty much a 3-way trade.
Yeah, nice. I should get a dinger for that or something, but no. I know my stuff now.
Kessler wants to remain with the losing Ducks. Don't know why.
I don't know why either. Get out, Larry. It's the downfall of an empire.
Yeah, they never were really an empire, to be honest.
I would argue that.
It's an empire that's been not... Well, when do you think the empire ended?
When do I think the Ducks' empire ended?
Yes.
It's on its downfall right now because of Getzlaf, Kessler, and Corey Perry getting older. But if their young stars start stepping up, then their empire will continue because they've made it to the playoffs and won the Stanley Cup in 2007. So
yeah, but that's 12 years ago.
Yeah, I know. But
I don't really.
They're still doing all right.
I don't think that's an empire anymore. Because they're not They get to the playoffs, but they're not a Stanley Cup Finals caliber team. So they're not really. I think their empire died off a while ago. I think it kind of went with Timo Solani and Paul Kariya, to be honest.
Yeah, pretty much.
So, I mean, like, Detroit's empire's been dead since, when was the last time they were competitive?
I don't know.
How old are you?
Yeah.
Well, they're competitive in 2009, at least.
Yeah.
I would say Detroit's empire's been on the downward swing since about the lockout. The half-season lockout. I would say that.
No way.
They've made it to the playoffs, but they're never a Stanley Cup caliber team.
Except for 2008, but...
The half-season lockout.
Yeah, I know.
Yes, so I'm talking 2012-13.
Oh.
Half-season lockout. Not full season, half-season lockout.
Then that I would agree with.
I would agree with that, because after that, I mean, I don't know, Lidstrom left, Zetterberg... Or that Zook left, Cronwall and Zetterberg. Cronwall's going to be done after this year.
Exactly.
He might kind of be saving face a little bit, but he's done after this year. I mean, he's got back issues, got knee issues. Zetterberg, he's gone.
Back issues.
Yeah. All right.
We're putting Cronwall in the Griffins.
Yeah, right. He'd probably be picked up on waivers, to be honest.
True.
Just for the veteran experience.
Yeah.
Elias Pettersson remains out for the Canucks. He could play against the Sabres. He'll miss his fourth straight game with sprained right knee. Hopes to take part in an All-Star game. Hats continue to rain down in the NHL. What are you going to tell me?
I wasn't going to say what.
Victor Arvidsson and Nashville Predators had the 54th and 55 hat tricks of the 2018-19 season. The most in a season through games played January 15th since 92-93 when there were 65 hat tricks.
Wow.
There has been at least one hat trick in each of the past 5 days beginning January 11th, equaling the longest such streak since last season, March 12th to the 16th. The last time there was at least one hat trick on 6 consecutive days was March 3rd through the 8th in 1999. So
there ain't no news after that.
Yeah. I can see the NHL setting a new record for hat tricks in a season. I mean, we have just kind of really passed the halfway point of the season, maybe like 4 games, 5 games past it.
Yeah.
I mean, usually teams hit about game 41 about beginning of January.
Yeah.
So I could see. I mean, if you for the next however many games there are, pretty much take 35 and times it by 31. There's a lot of games there. Mm-hmm. Well, I guess you would do 35 times 31. Well, I'm saying teams too, because, there's going to be a lot of hat tricks that are going to probably still come. I mean, if you can't break over 10 in the next however many games for teams that's sad. Mm-hmm. The NHL is going to go real quick. Hey, we're already back to where we were a couple days ago. I'll be damned. All right, the other piece of news was Byron to have hearing for actions in Canadiens game against the Panthers. Ford is facing discipline for charging Mr. Mackenzie Weegar on Tuesday. So, we will go to on this day, unless you have anything else to add.
Nope.
Okay. So, if I would have known this, I would have done the other intro. Remember in our first intro when this guy named Ovi goes over the blue line, falls on his back, and scores? That happened today in 2006.
Wow.
On January 16th, 2006, Alex Ovechkin of the Washington Capitals scores one of the most spectacular goals in NHL history at the 11:54 mark of the third period in a 6-1. Oh, that is deserving of a paddling.
I remember that too. That is
victory against the Yotes at Glendale Arena.
I remember the commentator said, who was a Desert Dogs fan, that commentator or whatever, he said, we can laugh at that because they're the Coyotes.
Yeah, right. 1934, Ken Doherty scores the only overtime hat trick in NHL history. Because this was back when overtime was 10 minutes.
Wow.
So, giving the visiting Maple Leafs a 7-4 victory against the Ottawa Senators. Prior to being suspended after World War II breaks out, overtime is a mandatory 10-minute period rather than a 5-minute Southern format adopted when it's restored in 1983. 1960, Gordie Howe passes longtime rival Maurice Rocket Richard.
Who?
to become the NHL's all-time scoring leader with a second period assist and third period goal in the Detroit Red Wings 3-1 victory against the visiting Deadhawks. In 1966, this Bobby Hull character of the Blackhawks scores 4 goals for the second time in the 65-66 season. It's his 17th NHL hat trick and makes him the first Chicago player with 300 NHL goals. Despite Hull's big night, which includes scoring 3 goals in less than 7 minutes during the third period, the Blackhawks still lose 6-5 to the New York Rangers at Chicago Stadium. Oh, wait. He scored 4 goals. Where have I heard that before? Where a team scores 4 goals yet they still lose?
I don't know. Was it something to do with some guy on my fantasy team? Initials AM?
How you doing, Austin Matthews? How are the Maple Leafs this year?
They're doing great, except for the first.
Speaking of the Maple Leafs, in 1968, the Maple Leafs defeat the NHL All-Stars 4-3 at Maple Leaf Gardens. It's the final All-Star game that matches the defending Stanley Cup champions against an All-Star team composed of players from the other NHL franchises, including the 6 that come into the league as part of the 67 expansion. In 1990, Glenn Healy makes 51 saves for his second NHL shutout in the New York Islanders' 3-0 victory against the Vancouver Canucks at Nassau Coliseum. At the time, it is the second highest number of saves in a shutout by an NHL goaltender, trailing a 52-save shutout by Jacques Strap Plante of the Montreal Canadiens against the Blackhawks on November 13th, 1955. Oh, man, you guys should have put 2 more shots on goals on him.
Exactly.
Those were the 2 that would have went in.
Yeah.
1966, Mario Lemieux reaches the 100-point mark for the 9th time in his NHL career, second to Gretzky's total of 14. Point number 100 comes on his 40th goal of the season, yet they still lose 5-2 to the Colorado Avalanche. Yay!
Oh, jeez.
In 2004, Stevie Wonder has an assist in Detroit's 3-3 tie against Phoenix at Joe Louis Arena, become the 7th NHL player to reach 1,700 points.
Hot dang.
He finishes his career in 2006 with 1,755 points, all while a member of the Red Wings.
Red Wings now.
In 2018, Henrik Lundqvist of the New York Rangers becomes the first goalie in NHL history to have 20 victories in 13 consecutive seasons at any point in his career.
Wow.
As well as the 6th to have 20 wins in at least 13 seasons overall. The milestone win is one of the easiest of Lundqvist's career. He makes 25 saves in a 5-1 victory against the Philly Flyers. Wow, jeez.
That is deserving of a paddling.
Freaking take that knife and just twist it in one of your teams there, the NHL. Good Lord. On the same night, Ken Hitchcock of the Dallas Stars becomes the 4th man in NHL history to coach 1,500 regular season games.
Wow.
He gets his 807th victory when the Stars defeat the Red Wings 4-2 at Little Caesars Arena. Well, good job screwing that one up. Oh, I have to bring up the one from yesterday. On January 15.
If I swear, if it's something about Pill Esposito, I'm leaving this room.
I don't know about this one, but it's Tony Esposito.
That was my second guess. So.
He gets his final NHL win in shutout. And Howe gets his 1,400th point or sets an NHL assist mark for a defenseman. Congratulations! I saw that. I was like, I have to. It's not Pill Esposito, but it's damn close.
Yeah, jeez.
It's damn close. Yeah. It's close enough for the woman we date. All right.
Yeah, can't get any closer than that.
All right, so we get to do the wonderful game
of
trivia. Just do that. Let the music start. Okay. Do you want to go first or what? Yeah, you can go first, right? Throw it at me.
Alright. So, always something about hockey.
Really?
Yeah. I remember last episode you did most power play goals. So I was thinking about doing most shorthanded goals, and then I thought, oh no, that's too obvious, because guess who you think has the most shorthanded goals in one career in the NHL? Who do you think?
Most shorthanded?
Goals in a career.
In a career. Well, first guess would be Wayne Gretzky.
And that is the correct answer. So,
every time you do NHL records, your first guess is always going to be Wayne Gretzky, unless it's for defensemen or goalies. If it's anything
for defensemen,
is Bobby Orr.
Bobby Hull, yeah.
Bobby Hall?
Not Bobby Orr. Not Bobby Hull. Dang it, you messed me up.
Nuts. Well, I said Bobby Orr, and you're like, Bobby Hull. I'm like, he's still a forward.
Yeah. Both, yeah.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And then for goalies, I'd probably do Jockstrap Plant.
And then my second
would be Patrick Waugh.
Dominic. Oh, I was going to go.
Or Dominic Hasek. Those would be the three I would choose first.
Yeah, yeah.
But anyways.
I'm going to shake it up a little bit.
Oh.
Who in the history of the NHL...
What, do you got the shakies over there or something?
Yeah. Who in the history of the NHL has the most short-handed goals as a rookie in one season?
Most as a rookie.
As a rookie, most short-handed goals in an NHL season.
Well, I'm going to assume it's not Wayne Gretzky because that'd be too easy.
That is the incorrect answer. You have 2 guesses left.
I was going to say, that's way too easy. That wasn't a guess!
Oh, the look on your face, jaw dropped to the floor. Oh, that's funny.
Jeez.
That is good.
What year was it done?
The 2006-2007 season. Don't that sound familiar?
2006-2007.
Yeah.
Is it like one of the top 10 overalls of the 2006 entry level draft?
Wow. In 2006, he was drafted 2nd overall.
Okay. So, who was 1st overall that year then?
In 2006?
That was... Who had the...
Eric Johnson.
Yeah, that's right. No, Jack Johnson.
Jack Johnson. No, Eric Johnson. Stop the timer.
Stop the timer. I thought it was Jack Johnson. I could have sworn it was Jack Johnson. Something with a Johnson.
And it is none other than...
Neither of them.
That's it.
Who was it?
Because it was Eric Johnson.
Was he like a bust or something?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He plays for the Colorado Avalanche right now.
He does?
Yeah.
News. He must really suck.
Yeah.
Definitely no Connor McJeepers. All right, so 2nd overall.
Yeah, he was 2nd overall. 3rd overall in the 2006 draft was Johnny Tays.
John Tavares. Oh, Johnny Tays. Johnny Tays.
That was a huge mistake.
Yeah. He should have been 1st overall.
True.
Well, unless the guy who's 2nd overall is better than him.
There's no way that this guy
Who is he most recognizable playing for?
The Carolina Hurricanes.
Ooh, Skinner. No, Stahl. I want to go with one of the Stahl brothers. Come on. What is the correct answer?
You said one of the Stahl brothers.
Oh, do I have to give the exact one?
Yeah, and the timer's still ticking.
Let's go with Eric Stahl.
That is the incorrect answer. He plays for the Minnesota Wild.
I swear he played for... Okay, then Jordan Stahl played for the Carolina Hurricanes.
That is the correct answer with 1:37 left. It is Jordan Stahl.
I know. When you said Carolina, I was thinking Skinner, but I was like, I think he was drafted later than that.
Yep.
And then I was like, thinking Carolina, the first name that comes to my mind when I think Carolina Hurricanes is Stahl.
Is the Stahl, yeah.
Is Stahl. I thought Eric Stahl played for Carolina for a while.
I think he did.
I want to say he did. Not very long, not compared to as long as Jordan Stahl, but I think he played for...
My gosh, he did. Yeah, he was the captain. That's right. I used to say...
Yeah!
I thought he did.
Yeah.
When I gave it a second thought, yeah.
Okay.
No, I can't... Yeah.
But, if I have 3 guesses, I could give either one, so...
Yeah.
But I always like to get it on the first guess. So, okay. My trivia question is...
Holy crap. He went off last season.
Who did?
Eric Stahl. He played for the Minnesota Wild. 82 games played, 76 points.
Oh, yeah. He's like, what? He's in his mid-30s, isn't he?
34.
34, yeah. Mid-34s.
Yeah.
So, mid-34s. Nice English. So...
Yeah.
All right, so my trivia question is... hold on, I want to see how I word this. Okay, The hell was that?
Heck was what?
Was that my chair or your chair?
That was my chair.
Oh, it sounded like you just let like a sad fart.
No, don't ruin the show.
I was gonna say, dude, we ruined it 50 episodes ago.
Exactly.
So when we
made
the
first one.
Yeah, when we made the Detroit Tigers comment.
Yeah. That was so funny.
Yeah. Okay. So, great. Now my phone just turned off. All right.
So reset the timer.
Yeah, I never started it.
Okay.
In 1991, what did the NHL implement that is a very much necessity in the game? In 1991.
Oh, crap. I should know this. NHL implements something in 91. I should know this. Now I'm drawing a huge blank. I don't know. What was it?
I don't know. I'm asking you this.
What? What a piece of junk.
It is something that was later... That has been somewhat controversial over some of the things.
Oh, that just gave it away. Right. The correct answer is goaltender interference.
Incorrect answer.
You've got to be shipping me.
It didn't quite give it away. I thought you were going to get it there when you first started.
It's controversial?
It sometimes is declared controversial by how it is, like, called. Meaning it isn't called the way some people would like it to be called. Or decided, I should say.
Is it offsides? There's no way
it's not offsides. I won't give you that. Offsides was implemented in the 30s.
Early, yeah.
That was when forward passing became a thing.
Yeah.
It is something that helps officials.
Helps officials?
The whistle! Get out of here!
Yeah, you're dumb. What do they do when they didn't have a whistle and trying to stop play? What did they do? Clap their hands?
Probably just started yelling.
Yeah, hey, yeah.
Hey, you! Shut the hell up!
Yeah, clap their hands. Yeah. What are you? Freaking A.
It is something that is, like I said, is very much needed in the game, and it's like, it's something that, in my opinion, has changed the way games have been decided. One notable one comes to mind is when there's goaltender interference.
There's no way it's two-line passing, is it?
Nope, it's not two-line passing. That's incorrect.
Great.
Goaltender interference has nothing to do with two-line passing. You have 40 seconds left now. It became a focus of controversy 8 years later. So what's 1991? I just kind of said it. 1991 plus 8.
Is it delay of game?
Is that your final answer?
Yeah.
That is incorrect. The correct answer is...
Goalies playing at the trapezoid?
No, that was implemented in the early 2000s. Instant replay.
Oh, jeez.
Here, let me call Toronto real quick and see what they say about this. That was the first year, in 1991, was the first year that the instant replay was implemented into the NHL. And obviously in the 15-16 season, Coach's Challenge became a thing.
Oh.
So, and the reason why I say 1999, what happened in the Stanley Cup Finals in 1999?
What was his name? Brett Hull's skate in the crease.
Yes.
And video review.
Yes. Well, it actually never was reviewed in the first place.
Yeah.
I think if I would have said, the 2004 Stanley Cup Finals, the goal should have counted for Calgary.
Oh, instant replay. Then I would have said.
Instant replay.
That would have gave it away.
Because I still say to this day, that was a goal.
Exactly.
And I can't believe I think it was because Calgary shot it, and then Tampa went down and shot the puck on net, and goalie stopped. So stoppage of play. And then it didn't give Toronto a lot of time to, look at it, to get to know the proper thing of what the hell just happened and to look at it. There was no, continuous part of play. Because they'll stop play if there's a goal.
Yeah.
They'll, buzz the horn or something. And then they drop the puck, and then can play, and they restarted play. Well, forget it now. You can't go back.
Yeah.
Once play starts, it's... Forget it. It's out the window. Whee! Kick it to the curb.
Exactly.
All I did was look up 10 inventions, or top 10 inventions in NHL history. And I wouldn't say really instant replay is an invention, but it's something that is very helpful to the game.
Yeah.
And it can cause much controversy to the game.
Yeah.
Like how goaltender interference is sometimes called. It still pisses me off to this day sometimes.
Why? What do you not like about goaltender interference?
It's how they call goaltender interference. What they call for what is considered goalie interference.
Mm-hmm.
When Tuukka Rask does a big dive and flops backwards and they call that goalie interference,
That should be a diving onto
That
grass.
should be a dive. Yeah, in fact, the 1992-93 season was the first year that diving was a minor.
Nice.
I only know that because the Iowa Senators sucked that year, and I wanted to see how bad they were on the road.
Nice.
And didn't tell me those, so.
All right, my trivia question is... Oh, wait a minute.
Wait a minute, you already did that.
Oh, yeah. That's who had that number. Never mind.
All right, so after trivia comes...
The NASCAR.
Gonna watch the NASCAR and drink some beer. Okay, in the sport of dumpster fire, I mean NASCAR.
What's the difference?
Yeah, right. Both smell the same and look the same. Well, man, I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't say this year with the different rules package.
Exactly.
Ryan Truex is going to drive for Tommy Baldwin Racing in the Daytona 500. He will drive the number 1 Chevy. Sponsorship has not been announced. Joey Gase joins MBM Motorsports. He will drive the number 35 for the full Xfinity Series season, and in the number 66, and cut part-time starting with the Daytona 500.
Either flip the last 6 upside down or add an extra 6.
Well, you could probably have a better chance flipping, considering you can't go to 3 numbers in NASCAR.
Yeah.
Elsco extends partnership with Richard Childress Racing, who will serve as a associate sponsor all year, as well as a primary sponsor for Daniel Hemrick at Atlanta. Front Row Motorsports announces crew chief lineup for 2019. Oh, yeah, I already said that. Did I say this one? I don't think I did. Okay, so they have this article. It is the best-selling diecasts of 2018.
Ooh, nice. What was number 1?
Take a guess at what number 1 was. Just give me the driver. Don't even have to give me the exact car, because you can get different schemes of every car.
The Shrub.
That is incorrect.
Kevin Happy Hart.
That is incorrect.
MTJ.
That is incorrect.
Chase Elliott.
Chase Elliott in his Napa number 9 paint scheme was number 1.
Nice.
Number 2 was Chase Elliott and his Sun Energy 1 Watkins Glen win.
Nice.
Number 9 paint scheme.
And number 3 was Chase Elliott.
No, he was number 4.
Oh.
Number 3 was William Byron, keeping it in the organization.
Yep.
In his Exalta. Number 4, which would be number 1, was the Hooters number 9 Chevrolet for Chase Elliott.
All right.
That's the best one ever.
It is.
Ironically, they did that one. They do that. They've done that paint scheme at Talladega for the last couple years.
Oh yeah.
Number 8 was Alex Bowman in the Nationwide
88.
Number
Nice.
6 was also Chase Elliott in the Napa for his Dover win.
Hot dang.
Number 48 for Lowe's for pros was Jimmy Johnson. He was number 7.
Jimmy Johansson.
Number 8 was Chase Elliott's number 9 Mountain Dew Kansas winning car.
That's a good looking car.
And for the last 2, we'll finally leave the not Chevrolet, but at least Hendrick, as we'll go to Kyle Larson's Credit One Bank.
Nice.
He was number 9. And then we'll go to number 10, which was Kevin Harvick's Mr. Busch beer.
Nice.
So, yeah, when I saw, it says, Chase Elliott has 5 of the top 10. Good Lord.
Yeah, I think he's pretty popular.
Yeah, you
Just
think?
a little bit.
I honestly think he's going to win most popular driver. Every year he's in the sport.
Yep.
In my opinion. And I honestly think he's going to win it.
When he retires.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Well, all you have to do is just run one race in the season. You can be up to the running. Like when Dale Earnhardt died, he was most popular driver that year.
Yeah.
Because he at least ran one race, points race.
Yeah.
I don't know if they changed it, but that's how they did it back then. Of course, NASCAR, they can't do anything without changing something. So, I honestly think because Bill Elliott has the most consecutive, most popular driver. I think Chase Elliott will probably win most popular driver as many times, if not more, than Bill.
Exactly.
Awesome Bill from Dawsonville.
Saying that and Bojangles is
Bojangles
nice.
showed him 500. Oh, I love it. What else? Oh, great. Now I just clicked on an ad. Great. Stupid.
What else? I don't know.
Stupid
I
mothership.
think it's time to move on to who had that number so I can finally get it right this time and end my losing streak here.
Well, maybe just get one wrong for me.
Oh, jeez.
Plan B sales is to sponsor Bubba Wallace at Auto Club Speedway. Fans will be able to design the number 43 as well, get their name on the car. Congratulations. What do you want, a cookie?
Yeah, a sticker.
Yeah. Kyle and Samantha Bush, bundle of joy fund name recipients. Over $100,000 will be given to help to cover the cost of respective in vitro fertilization treatments to 6 couples. The Chili Bowl is underway this week. In fact, it started on Monday with Logan Seavey winning Monday night's feature, and none other than Kyle Larson winning Tuesday's night's feature.
Nice.
And he earned a spot in Saturday night's A main event.
Nice.
So, Wayne Carroll is to serve as Landon Castle's crew chief. Okay, let me go to this over here and see what this says. I got nothing. I've got... Oh, wait, what? Ooh. Hey. Oh, of course they had to change something. Yeah, figures.
As always. The
new homepage coming to NASCAR.com. Well, when is it going to be on here? You know, oh my God. Like I said, what did I say earlier? Oh yeah, NASCAR always has to change something.
Exactly.
Good Lord. So, that's all I got for NASCAR. So we'll go on to who had that number. You can go first again and throw it at me.
All right. Just before we start, who had that number? I just thought of for hockey. I know it's a little off topic here, but oh yeah, you know how the Flint Firebirds have been dead nuts last in the OHL for almost the entire season. They finally have one winning record. They are 4-2-1 in their last 7 at home. I know, right?
Well,
that's shocking.
If too bad I don't have a clapping sound. But over the rest of the year, they've been a big fat
paddling sound.
Well, I just did the Price is Right trombone.
Oh, nice.
So, okay, so go first for who had that number.
All right.
I don't know. Tell me already.
I don't know yet. Okay, so in today's episode of Who Had That Number, I believe I have a good one, and I believe get the dinger button ready because
it kind of fell off.
In today's episode, the key number is 22.
Hey, you're up to 12. It only took you a while to get from 11 to 12.
Yeah. I think that plateau kicked in.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
It only took you about 35 minutes.
Just a little bit. So, the number 22. Who had the number 22, my favorite number, for none other than the Tampa Bay Lightning in the 2006-2007 season? Timer starts. Go ahead.
Does that mean you like Joey Logano?
Heck no.
Well, you said you like the number 22.
I like his number. I don't like his car, and I don't like him either.
Well, you don't like the Pennzoil Ford machine?
It's a nice looking paint scheme.
Yeah.
I like his car and his paint scheme, but the driver himself, no.
All right. What was the question again? I wanted to get that in.
Who had
the number 22 for Tampa Bay Lightning in the
2006-2007 season?
Was he okay?
All right. Here come your hints. Born in July 12. 1976. He's 42 years old.
Old fart.
Retired.
Wait. I got something for that. He's a big, fat, old... All right, continue.
I was about to stop the clock, but I couldn't get to it. It was at 2 minutes and 22 seconds.
Oh, jeez.
He was born in Ottawa, Ontario, Canada.
Ottawa.
He is 5'11", 190 pounds, defenseman, right-handed shot. He was undrafted. His playing career started in 1998 with the Florida Panthers.
Oh, I stayed in the state of Florida at least.
Oh, for the Florida Panthers, he was number 26 and played in their AHL team for a while, went back and forth. In the 2000-2001 season, he played 69 games for the Florida Panthers.
Nice!
And then he got traded to the Tampa Bay Lightning from 2001 to 2007. He played for the Tampa Bay Lightning, and then in the 2008-2009 season, he played for the San Jose Sharks. He was number 22 and was the assistant captain of the San Jose Sharks. Alternate, not assistant.
The same thing.
From 2008 to 2014, so kind of recently. And then from 2014 to 2016, he retired with the New York Rangers as also number 22.
I think I know who you're talking about. Boot. How much time's left?
37 seconds.
Okay.
Do you want his initials or his brother's name?
Both.
How about one?
I'll take the brother's name first.
27 seconds left. His brother, Brian, plays for the New Jersey Devils.
Okay, so that's Brian Giunta, correct?
That is incorrect.
Brian
currently plays for
New Jersey Devils
as the alternate captain. If I tell you his last name, it'd give it away.
All right, initials then.
Time just ran up.
See, that's BS. I give you extra time sometime.
10 seconds.
Oh, great.
On the clock.
Well, give me the initials before you start. Yeah, here, I'm going to give
12 seconds on the clock.
Let me start the timer and give you the initials 8 seconds later.
All right. His initials is DB.
DB?
Yeah, has a brother named Brian.
Oh, you're talking about Brian Boyle. Is it like Darren Boyle? Darren Boyle?
Time's up.
I'm gonna go with Darren Boyle then.
That is incorrect.
I would say that doesn't sound right.
The correct answer is Dan Boyle.
Dan Boyle, that's right. Darren. They both start with DA.
Mm-hmm.
Better than PA Parento, I'll tell you that much.
Oh, you're telling me.
So, alright, I'll give you that one. Oh, you said something about the New Jersey Devils. I got something about the New Jersey Devils.
I like it.
Alright, who wore the number 18 for the New Jersey Devils in the 2008-2009 season? Oh, you got extra time because I forgot to start my timer.
18?
Oop. Number 18 for the New Jersey Devils in the 08-09 season. He was drafted second overall in the 1987 draft by the New Jersey Devils.
Wow.
Although he didn't play with them for his entire career, he played with a mixed bag of teams. He is a 6'3", 220-pound mofo. He is 49 years old, from Ontario, Canada. He was born January 23rd, 1969. He's left wing, right shot, and obviously his nationality is Canadian. He retired with the Devils at the end of the season. He played his
number 18.
18 for the Devils. He played 1,524 NHL games, 656 goals, 698 assists for 1,354 points, and 2,489 penalty minutes. In the playoffs, he played 184 games with 60 goals, 74 assists for 134 points and 280 penalty minutes. What's that? Oh, Dutch Hockey League. He has been in the Olympics at least. He has been in the Olympics twice, getting gold once in 2002. And he has been in the World Cup two times, getting gold in fourth, actually the same exact as the Olympics, and he has been in the World Juniors, along with the World Cup of Hockey, where he got silver. In World Juniors, he was disqualified.
I don't know. Let me look at your screen.
I don't think so. You've got $10 left. The teams he played for were, not necessarily in this order, were the Devils, the Rangers, the Hartford Whalers, the Detroit Red Wings, and the St. Louis Blues, and then obviously the Devils again. He was inducted into the Hockey Hall of Fame on November 8th, 2013, and currently works with the Maple Leafs. Works for, I'm sorry, not with. He played in the NHL for 21 years.
Does he have a son? Named William.
I don't know. It doesn't tell me.
I don't know. I got 3 guesses. Is it Michael Nylander?
Michael Nylander.
That is my first guess.
That is incorrect.
Dang it.
Okay. Here's your big hint. I even stopped the timer for you. He used to serve as the what is it called? Crap. Players. It's called the Players Disciplinary Board. Serve on the. In fact, he was the head of that. 5 seconds. Oh my God, you're really going to hate yourself for this one. The player who had the number 18 for the New Jersey Devils, don't throw anything.
I'm packing up my stuff now.
In the 2008-2009 season was Mr. Brendan Shanahan.
Forgot to ask what the freaking initials were. You didn't even tell me the number 14 for the Red Wings. It would have gave it away, but...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm not going to give you freaking cream puffs here.
Oh, now I get... Dang it. I didn't know he got drafted by the Devils. See?
I didn't either, but I thought the player...
I knew he played for the Rangers.
Yeah. I knew he played for St. Louis, too, because that's who we got him from. Actually, no, we got him from the Hartford Whalers, technically, but... who's counting? I thought saying that he played... Or not played. He was a...
Oh, no, I just now got why you said he's head of the player's safety.
He was. He now works for the Maple Leafs. But he was head of the player's safety organization.
Get in.
I thought that would have gave it away because he used to give out quite the suspensions. So, man, I'm doing really good on these.
Mm-hmm.
This used to be your favorite game.
Yeah, and you used to go ham. Too.
Yeah. You know what happened? You pulled an Anaheim Ducks.
Exactly.
Oh, come on.
And that's racist.
How's that racist?
Racist to me.
Why is that racist?
I don't know.
It's racist to get ducks.
Yeah.
So, thank you very much for watching this episode of the IHN show, as we got Mopey over here. And we certainly hope you did enjoy. If you did enjoy, like down below and then subscribe to our channel so you can be up to date on new video releases, and hit the little bell icon so you'll be notified when we upload a new episode. If you'd like to help us make the show better and easier for us to produce and in turn be more productive, please support us on Patreon. Link to that down below. If you'd like to contact the show, it is ihnshow@gmail.com. Andy has left the building. And that'll be in the description and on the outro screen, along with a link to our Patreon page. Elvis, you gonna come back?
No thanks. Give me.
Alright. We just request you use no mean or vulgar language. Just use common sense before you type. Alright. So, white flag. It is going to be a really fast lap at Bristol. There's a checker flag. Have a great rest of your weekend, boys and girls.